Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Fix Morning Show. I'm Tony T. Is ready to deliver a live free picks here for you from the NFL Monday Night Game. We'll have NBA, 9-game card for NBA. We'll touch base as well from college hoops. And we'll close it out here with this NHL card. I think 11-game card from the NHL. We'll close that at the end of the show. Let's meet the cappers. Then we'll get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Fix Morning Show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, not too much. Definitely some upsets in the NFL yesterday. Tennessee definitely finally got their second. They actually got an outright win. Houston, I don't know what that was. Yeah, busted up.
Yeah. Well, now Houston is now 1-9 to the spread at home against losing teams. That was the big angle there.
Teams, yeah.
Wow. They just play them. They play down to the competition. We're all over that yesterday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We believe Tennessee. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger on that one. It didn't bust my parlay. I stayed far away from that game.
That is right. Let's see. Hello to Jorge. Jorge, what's happening?
Nothing, man. Just as I was talking to you off air, just happy that my Thanksgiving or my November's kind of been just a little bit of a break even, up and down. Still tops of college football. College football is kind of saving me there in all of them, but it's the toughest month of the year, man. You know, maybe you could shoot up a little bit, but it's too much, too early. I mean, I put out a game already at 7:30 this morning for college basketball. And that's crazy, right? I've never seen a game 7:30 in the morning. That is the first time ever.
That is the first.
8, but I've never seen 7:30. So I mean, it's coming down to unfortunately, college football is coming down to an end, but it gives me a chance to focus on some of the other sports. We got bowl games coming up, but it's a lot of games, man. It's a lot of games this week.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All
this week.
so many tournaments out here. Of course, this is a Monday, so this is when we start the Maui, so there's a lot going on.
This used to be the start of college basketball season. They'd play exhibition.
Yeah, it used to be the start of it, right?
They didn't even count on the record. There was 110 teams.
Yep, that's all there was. That's a lot. Now 3 times that many. That's what it is.
340 or whatever.
We might hit 400 at some point. Let's say hello to Bo. Bo, what's going on?
Yeah, man. What I normally do, I just kind of focus on like 5 divisions, man. Just master those. I don't even try to do the whole 300 something. So good morning, guys, man. Coming off a losing day, but it's always time to bounce back. Let's get this cash today.
Indeed, let's get the cash. Indeed, yeah. I have break even for me, but the best bet comes in with the Eagles. There, I don't know what I heard. A lot of people like the Rams, but I guess they missed that They must have missed that Ram Dolphin game for some reason.
Mr. Rams Dolphins game. I didn't miss that one.
No, they didn't check the injury report and saw that both 2 cornerbacks and a safety weren't starting.
Yeah.
Denver was my best bet. They cruised through this win there. Maybe it's went a little bit early, going, "Oh, really? What are you doing? Come on!"
Well, you're a genius, Rod. Bet against the Raiders. Oh, that's tough. That's very impressive.
Gotta be bully, as you say.
Bully betting. That's right.
Gotta beat up on the bad teams.
Yeah, gotta beat on the bad ones. No doubt.
Why was I thinking?
I've heard that before. I've heard that.
That's the part. That's the one that burns my. Why did I think the Colts had a chance to keep it close?
No, I picked it too. Yeah. It's why do we think Richardson was going to come out, throwing the ball again? You got to at least do it twice. Lesson learned.
Yeah, it's just a good ATS record. The ATS record for the Colts have been pretty good.
Oh, that's strong.
Absolutely. That's strong. That was strong. But so the Lions. The Lions have looked convincing.
After I put in my pick, I thought about they're going from dome to dome. That's not that road advantage when they go out on the grass and stuff that they don't like. They're not used to. They just went into another dome.
Yeah.
Hey man, I like Dan Callum, man. He got him playing real tough, man. So that's a tough team right now, man.
He learned from making those crazy calls too. He's not going for like the ones that'll cost him the game either.
Yep, that's right, indeed. All right, guys, let's get to the games tonight here. We'll start with the Monday night one tonight as LA hosting that stadium, hosting another primetime game tonight. This time will be the Ravens and the Chargers going head-to-head here, and the Ravens will be road favorites. Let's see what the road favorites by. Still 2.5. We have not seen that 3 click in. Will we see the 3? We'll see. 2.5 now, total 51. Let's get started here with Rod.
Yeah, for me, it's like one team that's like scores plenty of points, and the Chargers who like to play unders. But you look at the Chargers over the last few weeks; they've been scoring some points, right? So for me, it's I think this is going to be a battle. These two teams, it's going to be a pretty good football game. We go with the under. 50.5 seems like just a touch too many points. Give me the under 50.5 there. I like Baltimore in the first half. I think they come out shot out of the cannon as well. It's like after the loss last week, I think they come out with a little bit more oomph. So give me the Ravens in the first half as well. The Ravens in the first half and the over.
They're from Jorge. Right from Rod. On over to Jorge.
Well, you look at this game. Chargers haven't been good for a long time. They're not. Rams actually get on TV a good amount of time. They're an LA team, so they're like the redheaded stepchild in LA. They came over from the Chargers. Harbaugh's there for the first time. Abear's starting to throw the ball. Sorry, man. Money line dog on Monday. I'm going with all the sharps do in Vegas blindly, but I don't think it's a blind spot here. They actually got that big game where everybody's watching them. They're a dog at home. I would say take plus.
He finally beats his brother.
Money line and the under. There you go.
Finally beats his brother. was he 0-2 versus his brother?
There you go, brotherly.
Right? The Harbaugh brothers.
I think
look,
1-2-0 when they face each other.
Yeah.
Why? Well, you beat up your brother at least once, bro. You got to get a shot.
Twice. He's already done it twice.
The first shot in.
He's third time's the charm. He's trying to get him. So
right.
We'll see. We'll see if we can get him.
Let's see how we get him this time. Let's see how Bo looks at it.
Yeah, man. I'm guessing I'm gonna be on the square side, man. Give me the Ravens. The thing I like about the Ravens, man, they run defense, and we know that's what Chargers pretty much like to do. Set up that play action with that run. Come out there lost, man. I think that the Ravens will be focusing this one. Also, as an underdog this year, Chargers are 0-2 ATS. So give me the Ravens. We see them give up 27 points to the Bengals. I think they'll give up some points against the Ravens, guys. I like the Ravens in the spot. Minus that 2.5. Or you just take on the money line.
They're from Bo. Yeah, I'm joining Square Island with Bo as well. I'm going to let Baltimore on this one. Looking at LA is a good team. I don't know if they're at that lead status yet because they lack the playmakers in the receiver position. And I think that's what they're missing. I think they're heading in the right direction. And I like what I'm seeing from this team, but still just 29% conversion rate at home on third down. And boy, this Raven team has speed. 9-1 of the spread on the road on field turf. So you get them on this fast track. You got Lamar Jackson Company on this fast track. Look out. And LA not having, 1-4 of the spread at home against these elite teams with a 600 to 750 win percentage. I'll look here at Baltimore in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's More Show as we take a look at this 9-game card here from the NBA. And we'll knock them out here 3 at a time. So let's begin here with these Magic and Hornets. We've got the Magic 5.5 now, total 213. Pelicans and Pacers 6.5, total 225.5. Raptors and Pistons 5, total 222. We started off here with Rod.
Ooh, Pistons laid 5, eh? We just see these two teams meet, and Pistons did get the win in Toronto, 99-95. So it was a 4-point win there in that one. So what's changed? All of a sudden, we're going to score over 222 points? I don't think so. I'm going to take the under in that one. First to 100 wins type game, just like we've seen before, and in plenty of the previous meetings before. 222.5 is way too many points there for those two teams. Give me the under, Toronto and Detroit. And it's the only one I like out of these two. Definitely not a huge fan of today's NBA card.
Yeah, a lot of injuries will cover in for you here. Brown, Olenek quickly out for Toronto. Grady Dick is questionable. Kate Cunningham upgraded from out to doubtful for Detroit. Clintman out here for Detroit. Pelicans, Alvarado, Jones, and Williamson out. Murray upgraded to doubtful. McCollum upgraded to questionable. Missy, the center, is questionable. On the Pacers side, we still have Nembhard, Nesmith, and Shepard out. Furphy here is questionable. Magic and the Hornets here. We got Boncaro out. Carter questionable. On the Charlotte side, we got Bridges, Jeffries, Mann, Richards, Williams out. Roden here is probable, but you've got the guys Ball and Miller in the lineup here for Charlotte. We move on over to Jorge.
Yeah, tough card. I agree with Rod in this one. Probably take Orlando in this minus the 5.5. Don't like laying it on the road, but Charlotte's just not playing any defense. Orlando plays great defense. They've been covering the spread, but just a slight lean. I mean, Charlotte's been covering there before. I believe it's 4 out of the last 6. They've been doing well. Way too many injuries in Detroit to lay 5. If I had to take a lean on that, even though Toronto has their injuries, I'd take the +5.
There from Jorge on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I like the Magic minus some points. They already beat Charlotte. I think it's 114-89. They're 8-2 straight up in a test in the last 10 games. We got Charlotte coming in 0 and lost their last 2 games. So I think the Magic gonna win this game big, guys. So give me the Magic. And I like the under as well between the Pistons and Toronto. Like Rod said, man, 99-95. Toronto in the back-to-back. I think we'll see another lower scoring in that one. As far as the end of the game go, I'm gonna take the Pacers. Pelicans they're just not really clicking right now. Too many injuries. They're only 5-12 ATS this season. Then they have to go on the road, man. I think the Pacers win this game and by more than 6.5. So I like the Pacers minus the points, Magic minus the points, and the under 22.5 between the Pistons and the Raptors.
There from Bo. I'll tell you what I think about these games. So I'm going to be on Chart here, plus the 5. Orlando, 26 in road offensive efficiency. They just don't shoot the ball very well here on the road. 43% overall, just 29% from 3 on the road. And they don't defend the 3 very well, giving up 38%. Hornets, they make their 3s at home. I like their backcourt. When you look at Orlando, they have failed to cover 7 of 10 on the road this season. I'll take the points here with Charlotte. In the Toronto game against the Pistons, I'm gonna lay it here with Detroit. Detroit defends very well. It is a back-to-back spot here for the Raptors in this one here. Pistons with rest advantage, and the Raptors just not making their 3s, not making their free throws on the road. They get outscored by 9 on the road this year on this Raptors team. So I'll look at the Pistons as spot with rest advantage. And in the let's see, we've got Toronto, we got Pelicans and the Pacers here. I'm going to be on the Pacers side, even though Pelicans are getting a little more healthier. But man, the Pelicans 0-8 to the spread on the road this season. They are last in road defensive efficiency, allowing 121 points per 100 possessions. Actually, the Pacers have shot the ball pretty well at home. 50%, they 43% from the 3-point line. They've covered 6 of 8 at home. I'll look at the Pacers here in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show as we continue here with the NBA. And the next series of games will be Mavericks and Hawks here. We got the Hawks now up from 1.5 to 3-point favorites. We've seen early movement there. Total 237. Clippers and the Celtics. Clippers, dogs here. Celtics 10, total 217.5. Blazers and Grizzlies 10.5, total 232. We start with Rock.
As I said, definitely, I'm not enamored with today's NBA. Nothing like it's a tough card today here in this one for me. You want to lay it with Atlanta. I can't lay it with Atlanta. And then Dallas on the back-to-back. That's a tough game. And then I lean to an under actually. Dallas on the back-to-back. Atlanta. Not going to want to get into a big giant track meet. Dallas, we've seen it once back last time, but that was the last season where we seen get up and over. I get the whole 237.5. I think it's just a touch too many. I'm going to take the under. I think everybody's seeing the recent games with Atlanta fly over, and I just don't see it there in a back-to-back spot. I just think that Dallas wants to get into a track meet. So give me the under 237.5 there in that one.
All right, there from Rod. Just update the injuries here. Doncic remains out at least for another week. Exum out as well for Dallas. Lundy, Zeller out for Atlanta. In the Clipper-Boston game, we got Leonard out, Tucker out. Norm Powell has been upgraded to questionable. So upgraded to questionable for Powell. Cornette questionable. Porzingis out for Boston. In that Portland game, this was a tricky one here. Thibault out, Klingon out. Ayton here is doubtful. Apparently, there's rumors here that Ayton's on the trading block here for Portland, but Ayton here doubtful. Murray, Henderson, Grant questionable. On the Grizzlies side, we got Gigi, Edie, Williams out. John Moran has been upgraded to questionable. So there's your updates on the injuries. On over to Jorge.
Yeah, definitely not going to let any points with Atlanta. Dallas is coming out for overtime. Lost to Miami last night. They went flat in the overtime period. Now they got to play back-to-back. That's why that 3.5 is there. I don't know if they'll play any defense in this. They did have where Dallas clamped down on them defensively the last time they played. But before that, it was like 270. So lean to the over in Atlanta. I don't think there'll be any defense in that game.
There from Jorge. Move on over to Bo.
Yeah, man. Like we discussed yesterday, Boston just been just overpriced, man. They only beat the Timberwolves by 2. I think the Clippers, man, come here and get this game, keep it close. That's too many points, man. 10.5. The team has covered the spread the last 5 games straight. Celtics are coming in 3-7 ATS in their last 10. Give me them Clippers, man, with the 10.5. And I like the Hawks, man. You know what I'm saying? We're on the back-to-back. I liked it better when it was a little bit lower spread, but I think they'll still get it done. You remember Dallas had passed on Trae Young, you know what I'm saying, in the draft, and when he plays Dallas, he goes off. So I think the Hawks men get it done, minus some points, and those were two I like in this area right here.
All right, throw Bo. I'll tell you what I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with Bo here on the Hawks. Here, the Hawks play at the 4th fastest pace at home, and they carry rest advantage. I think they're just going to try and run out the Mavericks here. We've seen the Mavericks have some stinkers. I think this is a spot where they have one of those stinkers here. The Mavericks on the road this season, 24th in defensive efficiency, allowing 118 points per 100 possessions. They have not tightened their defense on the road this season, and they're not making the threes, and they're giving up 40% from 3 this year. The Dallas Mavericks. So look at the Mavs in this, the Hawks in this spot. Looking at this line, I thought the Celtics had rest advantage in this game. They don't. Both teams coming off back-to-backs here, so I'm on the Clippers as well here. And the issue here again with the Clippers is with the Boston at home is they really have not tightened up that defense. When you look at the Celtics, 25th in home defensive efficiency, allowing 117 points per 100 possessions. Teams are shooting over 47% overall on them. It's just, again, they went through that long playoff stretch, and it looks to me like coaching staff has not really tightened the screws on this team defensively at home. And that's why they're not covering the spread. The Clips have covered 5 of 7 on the road. Celtics have failed to cover 6 of 8 at home. I'll look at the Clippers there in that spot at the plus the points. Portland and the Grizzlies. I'm going to go under in this game because, boy, there's a lot of injuries on the Portland side. And they're not a very good shooting team away from home. 28th in road offensive efficiency, just 41% overall, 32% from 3. And Memphis defends very well at home this season, 44%, 33 from the stripe. Trailblazers have gone under in 5 straight, and they've played some defense over that 5-game stretch, allowing 42% shooting, 29% from 3. Go under in that one. Portland and Memphis going against the market, who's been going over in this game from an opener of 229, going to go under. Actually, we just saw Penny go down to 231.5 from 232, so we're seeing some sharp money going the other way now toward the under. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show. As we close out this NBA card, 9-game card tonight, we get back to the in-season tournament tomorrow. But tonight we've got Knicks and Nuggets here. Nuggets 4, 3.5 tick down here at Pinnacle. Total 232.5. Nets and Warriors. Warriors 12.5. Total 224 to 222.5. So shot for that number. Thunder and Kings. Thunder on the road 4.5. Total 224.5. We start here with Ron.
Yeah, looking at these couple games here, I'm going to go with the Knicks as the dog here on the road. I just don't think Denver's got enough horses to keep up with the New York Knicks in that one. So I'll take the Knicks and the points that you're going to give me. Tick down to 3.5. So I'll take the 3.5 there with the Knicks coming to Denver. Everybody's been beating up on Denver. Jokers needs to go off for like 40 for them to have a chance in this game. And does he? Yeah, sure. I bet he has a big game. He's had a nice little rest period, playing with the baby, smoking cigars. Definitely had a little break there. So I think he's getting ready to get back into this game. So give me Joker to go over his points, but I still think it's still not enough. And the Knicks get the win on the money line in that one. And then the Warriors, I think the Warriors actually just go off at home here in this one. I think they win by 20 over the Nets. Bait the end of the Nets at 12.5. Go ahead, take the Nets. Don't you want 12.5? They've been good all season long. Come on. Not doing it. Give me the Warriors. Win by 20. Blow out the Nets there. That one.
Yeah, from Rod, updating injuries for you. We got Achua and Robinson can be out for the Knicks. Towns, McBride are questionable here for New York. Kankar Gordon out for Denver. Watson probable. Brooklyn. Boy, they got a list here. Bogdanovich, Finney-Smith, who was a rotational player, Schroeder, Sharp, Simmons out for the Brooklyn. Clowney is questionable. Kuminga questionable for Golden State. Post is out here for GSW. On the Thunder and Kings here, Caruso, the defender, out. Dang. Holmgren, Jalen Williams of the Y out. Isaiah Joe questionable. On the Kings side, Carter Jones, the 6th man of the year, Monk out. Crawford probable. We move on over to Jorge.
Yeah, the Knicks were good at home, but they went and played up in that altitude of Utah, and Utah's gradually getting a little bit better. They had some injuries earlier, and they're starting to get some chemistry there. I know you're in love with Mr. Collins over there, Tony. But the Knicks came in there and won, and they're starting to play better. But, dude, that's the altitude game. And go from Utah to Denver, the bus ride's hell. To get it's bad enough that you got to fly, but then you got to take like an hour bus ride from the airport to get into Denver in the city. It's high altitude, no chance. I'm taking Denver. They lost the front end of their back-to-back to Dallas, but then they blew away L.A. In second back-to-back. So I think Jokic is going to be, he's happy he has a new kid. If anything, he's going to take it out on the Knicks on the court. That's where I'm at with the Nuggets.
He's got more expenses now.
Needs another bonus.
Yeah, needs to work that next contract out on over the boat.
Yeah, man, I'm going to lay it with Denver too, man. On the road, the Knicks defense is ranked 23rd, giving up 115 points per game. Both these teams have good offenses. Got Denver coming in at 6, scoring an average of 113. Knicks scoring on 118. That's why this total is really high as it is. But like Jorge said, man, this is a tough trip from Utah to Denver. It normally don't work out good for those teams that's playing in that situation. So I like Denver to win this game and cover that spread. And I like OKC, man. They coming off a win. We just saw the Kings last night, man. I watched like the last minute of that game. They had so many chances to close that game out, but they just could not hit any shots, man. So on the back-to-back, they done lost 3 in a row. I think it's going to be 4 in a row out to the night, man. So give me OKC minus some points. And I'm going to lay the points with the Warriors too, man. Too many injuries for Brooklyn. Playing on the back-to-back, going to up there in San Francisco. I think the Dubs get it done, man, big. So I like the Warriors minus the points.
Yeah, Warriors minus points there from Bo. I'll tell you what I think about these games here. Yeah, I'm going to look here at Denver. I felt that New York had the profile of a team that you faded on the road because they really depended on starting scoring, not much on the bench there, and they're not defending as we've talked about here on the road this year. Knicks giving up 40% shooting from 3 on the road, and we know the Nuggets are hitting at home 41% from beyond the arc at home. And Denver here against these poor pressure defensive teams that average 7 or fewer steals at home. So these are teams that don't put ball pressure on. They're 9-2 to spread at home over the past 2 seasons. So look at Denver here minus the 4. Nets and the Warriors here. I'm going to go under the total. I think scoring could be an issue here for the Nets because remember the Nets are projected to be the lowest in team total on season win total. There was 19.5 season win total, which tells me this team has no depth. We got a lot of rotational players that are not going to play in this game tonight. I think scoring is going to be a massive issue here for the Nets. They may not even crack 100, may not even crack 95 in this game. So I like the under in this game between Brooklyn and Golden State. Thunder and the Kings. I look for a bounce here from Sacramento here, take them at +5, 4.5. They're 5-3 of the spread as a home dog. The Kings, the shots didn't fall last night. You're going to have those games, but they have shot on the season at home 49% overall, 37% from 3. Thunder shooting form over their past 5 games, 43%, 31% from beyond the arc. Caruso, the defender, out tonight. I'll look at taking the points here with Sacramento. All right, we got you through here through the show here through the NBA. Now it's time to turn our attention over to college hoops. Of course, college hoops right now at this time of the year, all we're doing is asking the cappers just give us what they got. We'll get into the time breaks, into the blocks and time later in December. But let's take a look at the college hoops. Lots of action tonight. We got that Maui tournament going on. Tournaments here with Feast Week. We'll ask Rod. Rod, give us what you got, college hoops. You're on mute, Rod.
I'm looking at Hampton taking on Duquesne to kick it off morning slate, the 9 a.m. Game here. You look at Duquesne, and they're 0-5 ATS to start it. They're not going to lay 6.5. Yeah, I don't think so. Give me Hampton plus the 6.5 there and now, and they can definitely keep it close if they don't outright Duquesne in that one early. And then I'm looking at Eastern Kentucky taking on Ball State. You look at those 2 teams. I also like the over there. Eastern Kentucky loves to play at a fast pace. Go, 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 go. They play at the most fast-paced in college basketball this season from what we've seen. I guess who's right behind it? Ball State. They love to play fast-paced. The only difference is Ball State doesn't shoot as good as Eastern Kentucky does when they're playing that fast-paced. So I like the over. I also like Eastern Kentucky. It's now ticked up to 3, I see. It wasn't 2.5 early. It wasn't 2. Went to 2.5. Now at 3. Everybody's jumping on Eastern Kentucky. Why? Because they can run and gun and score. So give me Eastern Kentucky there in that one. And then I like Drexel here. Look at Drexel, 5-0. They're going to give me 4 points more than a possession against Purdue, Fort Wayne. I'll take it. Give me Drexel plus the 4 there. Looking a little more. I could probably go over every game on this board. College basketball. I love college hoops. I just love college hoops. I'm kind of like a lot of the other sports that went by the wayside, and I've deeped into college hoops. I love it so much. College hoops is
hey, Rod, you ever listen to Andy Isco back in the day?
Yep.
You're like the Canadian version of Andy Isco. You can go over the whole board.
I could go over the whole board. Yeah, I watch all the teams. I try to get the more it's this time of season, you just take it all in, and then once March Madness hits, you're ready to go. You are ready to roll, and you just can't wait to get into it. So it is what it is. I'm looking at Aaron, let's talk about the big game. Everybody's probably looking at this one. Memphis taking on Connecticut and UConn, right? We know what UConn's done the last 2 seasons. Well, you got Penny Hardaway and his company coming in at Memphis. This is, I believe this is a Maui game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Maui.
Maui Invitational, yep.
Yep, should be a Maui GM1. And you look at UConn, yes, the last 2 seasons have been good, but they don't have the same guys. And they do not have the same NBA talent that they lost with a couple players in the draft last season's team. The season's team definitely just as solid, but doesn't have that same step. And you're going to give me 9 with Memphis? Of course I'm going to take the 9 with Memphis. Penny Hardaway Company got a shot to win this one outright. They're that good. You give me 9. That's just disrespecting this Memphis team. And the UConn team, as being the champ over the last 2 seasons, just being overvalued. That's way too many points. Take Memphis plus the 9 in the Maui Gym game there.
Let's see if hopefully Penny's teams, hopefully this one can secure the basketball. Let's go on over to Jorge.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Memphis has potential. They did very well in the portal. They brought over the freshman of the year. He averaged like 23 points. But I watched him play UNLV and make a lot of mistakes, man. UNLV played horrible, but hung in there and barely lost by 4. I think they have potential. I'm not sure where Connecticut's at. I've watched them a little bit, but I haven't just seen them play. Yeah, I mean, you can't lay that many points this early in the season. When you have teams that have high turnover on their roster, basketball is a big chemistry sport. Doesn't matter how good you are individually, is how well do you guys play, how well these guys play together. And out there in, you go from all the way from back east to that Maui thing. One thing that happens every year when they play that tournament, kids will come up cramping at all times of the game, and they end up going out of the game. So it's kind of hard to lay 10 points in Hawaii in those high humidity games. So just wanted to throw that one in there. But Chicago State is absolutely the worst basketball team in college basketball right now. Losing their average game, but bully betting. Here's the real bully betting. I'll take Rockford at 7:30 in the morning just because they're playing Chicago State. They're losing their average game by 29 points. Game Radford's pretty good. They've lost to Clemson, Pittsburgh 4-2, but they've beaten Old Dominion. They've beaten Evansville and William and Mary. Not great teams, but they're definitely not bottom feeders in their conferences. They're at least mid-majors, and I think Radford will take advantage of that weak defense and blow Chicago State out.
Yeah, from Jorge. That one starts.
Memphis has already played one game too, as well. By the way, I forgot to mention that Memphis already played one game in Maui. They played the Dons already a couple days ago, so they arrived early, got to play a game. UConn hasn't played a game yet, so we'll see how that goes. This will be their first game, and laying 9. Yikes, too many.
Memphis played in San Francisco. That game was in San Francisco.
It was in San Francisco, but isn't the Dons in the same tournament?
I don't know, but that was not the Maui tournament. That was a true home game for San Francisco. That was a stop.
It was weird because if I'm not mistaken,
a lot of teams do that when they go to Maui. They'll stop on the West Coast and play a West Coast team.
And play a West Coast team.
Yeah, we've seen Duke do that against St. Mary's. We've seen teams do that where they'll stop and play a team on the West Coast. Actually, I saw one year where Villanova played Laverne. Was it Laverne or Redlands? A D2 team one year, which I could.
It just sounds like Rod doesn't like UConn. That's all it sounds like.
I want to say also that they've played. I know. Was it Pepperdine? Someone played at Pepperdine.
No, they do that, correct?
Right. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll stop and play a West Coast team. I've seen it many
Pepperdine's
times.
horrible. I watched them play live. They're horrible.
Yeah, they've done that. They stopped in Pepperdine. Notre Dame played. Well, what's the Catholic school out in Southern Cal? Where was it Pepperdine? They played one of the teams here. Oh, it was San Francisco. Yeah, I've seen Notre Dame play San Francisco one time before they played in the Mount. Yeah, so they do that a lot. They'll stop and play a West Coast team and do that. So that's what we saw Memphis in San Francisco. Matter of fact, I watched that. That was the only late game on that night. I was able to watch that one. We move on over to Bo.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one game, Michigan and Virginia Tech. But this early in the season, try to look at teams and bringing back a lot of players. I think 7 players left from Virginia Tech, and they also had that scandal with the guy they brought over there by shaving them points. So we got Dusty May, man, for Michigan, 4-1 to start the season out. I always like looking at the better coaches as well. I think Michigan's gonna roll in this game, so I'm gonna lay them big points. I know it's like you say, it's kind of nervous to do, but I think Michigan gonna run them out the gym, man. That's why I like in this one.
There from Bo. The team that Notre Dame played was Loyola and Marymount. They'll stop there and play too. So we've seen that before where they stop and do that. That was who they did. I'm going to be with that Rod's pick here in college, Eastern Kentucky. They're making their threes 36%. They defend the three. They're a good offensive rebounding team. In Ball State cannot shoot the basketball. Rough team this year. 43rd, 335th in effective field goal percentage this year. And their 3-point defense is horrible. Not scoring inside. I'll look at Eastern Kentucky in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 20 More Show. Move to hockey. That means we're going to say goodbye to Jorge. We'll see what Jorge has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Feast week, guys. It's one of the busiest times of the year with all these sports overlapping, NFL, college football, last week of the regular season. Jorge, unit leader over at Tony'sPicks.com for the year, 1,854 units of profit. What do you got for sale, Jorge?
Well, I got that early play going, Tony. Have some late steam with all these games going, trying to do a little extra research. Find out about those tournaments. They're on they're on the road, but it's on these neutral courts. It's just like during the tournament. It's hard to lay points when they're not at home, or you got that specific matchup. So, like I said, I've grinded it out through November. My goal was just to at least break even at the worst. But now I want to get on a little run here during this last week. There's plenty of rivalry football. Definitely a lot of neutral site basketball, and NFL's tough every week. That doesn't matter. So. But definitely you'll have some packages up, late steam going later today.
That's right, guys. Got aboard with Jorge over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great results here. 1,854 units of profit, all documented. No better time now to get that 7-day all sports pass. Lock up Jorge for his NFL coverage this year. All the 69 games from college football this week. No one's taking a bye week. I can find here on the schedule this week. So monster card here. NBA college hoops. There'll be some tournaments in Vegas this week as well. So get on board with Jorge over at Tony's Picks. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. Multi-cap promotion is also available. So go ahead and get on board. Just click the link in the description. That'll take you over to the site. You'll see Jorge right there on the leaderboard for 2024 over at Tony'sPicks.com. Jorge, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again.
Have a winning day, you guys. Good luck in hockey.
All right, man.
Jorge. You got Jorge here on Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's continue. Get with us here for the Hockey Bowl.
Yeah, man. I just love to listen, man. I got a few games I got opinions on.
All right, let's knock this hockey card, a blogs card tonight here from the NHL. So we'll cover here to keep it easy here. We'll just follow the time slots. We'll cover the 7:07 games here. So the 7:07s here, we got Avalanche and Lightning. We see the Lightning here, $7, total 6.5. Capitals at the Panthers here. The Panthers, $1.58, total 6. Golden Knights continue this road trip at Philly here, but Golden Knights favorite, $1.37, total 6. Predators and Devils, we see the Devils, $1.37, total 6. Stars and Hurricanes here. The Hurricanes, $1.27, total 6. Blues and Rangers big favorites, $2.26, total 6. There's been a coaching change there in St. Louis. We'll stop there. Those are the 7:07 games. We start with Rod.
Yeah, as you talk about the St. Louis, hey, they got Boston's coach. He went from one team to another, so he didn't stay unemployed for too long. St. Louis picked him up. I don't think he was the reason. You got to remember, he was the one that led that same Boston team to the best record and winning the President's Trophy. And to get ousted in the first round of the playoffs, but hey, he definitely got that team rolling. So good for St. Louis to pick him up. I don't know if that's going to help you here going against the Rangers team that's playing pretty good. Blues have also failed to cover the puck line in like 6 straight. It's not going to be pretty coming to Madison Square. They don't fare well in New York. Give me the Rangers on the puck line in that one. And then you look at I'm looking at Nashville here. I like Nashville over the Devils. You look at the Devils, definitely playing some pretty good hockey. Nashville finally got off the schneid, got themselves a nice little win last time. And guess what? They've done in 8 trips heading into New Jersey. They've won all 8 games coming into New Jersey, 8-0 in their last 8 trips into New Jersey. Give me the Nashville Predators there in that one. And then another one I'm looking at this time slot, you get Dallas taking on Carolina. Should be Spencer Martin most likely getting the start for Carolina, and that's a scary proposition. You look at this Carolina team; they've covered the puck line in 7 straight at home. It's a tough place to come play in Carolina, and I don't know. I'm going to just continue to ride Carolina there at home. They just play too well at home. That home ice advantage is massive, even with Spencer Martin in net. People will try to jump on Dallas, thinking they'll get the win. Give me Carolina there in that one.
All right, there we go from Rod. We just got some news coming. Looks like Kikuchi will be an Angel this year. We're getting some of these pitchers signing now here in baseball. Kikuchi with the Angels. The Angels doing some work here in the offseason. Looks like they're improving their team a bit. I like some of their signings. On over to Bo.
Yeah, and this later games, I like the Washington Capitals. I'm gonna take them on the puck line. It's a little juice, but this Florida team has lost 3 games in a row. They've been outscored 16-8, so I like the Capitals on the puck line in this slate.
There from Bo. All right, let's continue here on hockey. We'll close it out here with the remainder of the games tonight. We'll look here at Flames and Senators. We see the Senators $1.63, total 6. Red Wings and Islanders. We got the Islanders $1.53, total 5.5. Jets and Wild. Jets $1.20 on the road, total 5.5. Kraken at the Ducks. We've got the Kraken $1.40, total 5.5. Kings up on the road here to face the Sharks. The Kings here $2.21, total 6. I think the Sharks beat them the first time up there. So let's move on over to Rod.
Yeah, the Sharks did beat them the first time out there. And you know what the Kings have done after a home win? Failed to cover a puck line in 7 straight hockey games. So give me the Sharks plus the puck and a half there. I think it's another close game there with the Kings and the Sharks if the Sharks don't outright them again. So I think the Sharks plus the puck and a half there. And give me Seattle. I'll take Seattle over the Ducks. Seattle's won 7 straight hockey games over these Ducks, playing the better hockey too. Give me Seattle over than that one. But don't listen to that because that's not going to tie. Give me Ottawa to whoop it up on Calgary. I hate Calgary. Calgary stinks. First game on the road trip. I'm sorry. Why is that line so close? And why is Ottawa favored? You look, Ottawa's lost 5 straight hockey games. 5. Yes, I said it. 5 straight hockey games Ottawa's lost, but they're the favorite in that game. Why? Because they're going to win it. Take Ottawa. Take them on the puck line. They're going to beat the snot out of Calgary in that one. The book's telling you all you need to know in that one.
Yep.
There we go from Rod. All right, move on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I like that skill where you just can read them lines. That's a skill that a lot of people need to learn. It took me a while to do it, but I've kind of, got used to looking at them lines too, man. So I like Ottawa as well. And then I like another game in this slate. Look at that New York Islanders game in Detroit. Both these teams have been struggling to score. You have to go back 5 games before Islanders game with over 5.5 goals. And Detroit, their last 4 games, they scored 3 goals or less. I think we'll see another lower score in this one, guys. So I like the under 5.5 goals between the Islanders and Detroit.
You're from Bo. All right, we got you through here this hockey card here for tonight. Let's move on now on over to our probably peripheral segment where the Capitals can give you a parlay, a player prop, or they can look at a future game here from the sports, NFL, college football. Don't name it. They call the shots here. We'll start here with Rod.
So we'll include Memphis plus the 9 points there in the Maui gym. So we'll take that one. Then we're going to take the Denver Nuggets game over the total. Those 2 teams don't play a lick of defense. It'll be a track meet there in that one. Run and gun. I believe it's what is it? It's something crazy, number 12-1 or something for the New York, or 10-2 or something to the over. It's been nuts. And then Denver at home, 6-0 to the over. So they haven't played a lick of defense at home all year long, I believe. So take the over Denver as the second leg of the parlay, and the third leg of the parlay. Who did I say was going to win? Take Ottawa. Throw Ottawa into that one. They beat up on Calgary today. Nice little 3-teamer winner to start the week. Let's get it.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Bo.
All right, man, I'm going to fade the Raptors on the back-to-back. They're 1-3 getting outscored by 8 points in those situations. So give me the Pistons at home. I think Cunningham will play, so I like him. Like the minus that 5, and give me the Hawks minus that 3 against the Mavericks. Man, Mavericks is slumping on the road. No Luka on the back-to-back. Then come up an overtime game last night. And like I say, man, when Trae Young plays Dallas, he goes off. So if you want to look at some of his props, I think he's going to score at least 35 to 40 points in this one, man. So give me the Hawks minus 3 and give me Detroit minus that 5 at a 2-team parlay.
There from Bo. All right, I'll tell you what I like here. A 3-teamer here. I'll take the Clippers plus the points. I'll take under Nets and the Warriors. And I'll go here with the Sacramento Kings here at plus the 4.5. Better shop that for us because the sharps are buying it back. We're seeing the sharp book's now 4 now, but look for that 4.5 if you can get it. And there you go. We got you through here the Tony's Picks Morning Show here with the sports that we've covered here for you. So now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Head into them. Like I said, this is a big week of action, guys. Monster coverage here, all sports. NFL, college football, 69 games from college football this year, ton from college hoops, and NFL getting into third feast week as well. Let's see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod, again, doing it again. I did it again. Rod doing well this year, as you can see here on the board. When I move fast is when I do it all the time. But anyway, you can see Rod having a great year to date, and college hoops off to a flying start. What do you got for sale, Rod?
Yeah, I love college hoops. Love the action. I've got my 10-star college basketball play of the day up there for everybody. It's a little later game this afternoon, so definitely want to scoop that up. I also have 4 more plays in there in college hoops action that you want to pick up. But now's the time of season, instead of buying all these college hoop plays individually, grab that all access hoops pass. That'll get you every college basketball hoops game going from now until they cut down the final nets in March. So $3.99, that is the way to go. I'm a high volume college hoops player, and you see what we've done to start the season. It's only going to get better as we get more numbers and data to work with, and we see more of these teams play. So grab that college hoops pass and join me as we continue to put the money into your pocket. Plus, I also look at the other sports as well. So definitely jump aboard. Big week. There's so much action. Lots of college football, lots of college basketball, lots of hockey. NFL's back here on Thursday and a loaded week there. College football's about to wrap up, as we were talking massive card in college football this week too. So now's the time to jump aboard long term if you're serious about making money with sports betting. Also take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional here at Tony'sPicks.com, because when you're aboard that package, then you get any long-term package here at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll get the late steam emailed directly to you, right to your inbox. That way you don't miss out on any of those plays. So use the Tony T at checkout, save 50% off all your purchases, and hit the link. It's in the description. That'll get you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com, where you can scoop up those plays. Let's get it. Big week. I'm excited. Yep. It's like a kid in a candy store. I can't wait.
Yep, good action right now. And let's see what Bo has for sale over at Tony's Picks right now. Bo knocking it out here over the last 3 days, approaching 700 units of profit.
Yeah, man, got everything bundled up in a 5-pack for them daily grinders, man. I got my best bet in NFL, NBA, and I have additional best bet in college basketball with 2 additional plays in hockey there, man. So if you want to get all my plays for the day, you got them bundled up in a 5-pack. And like we always say, guys, you can save that 15% by using code TonyT. And right now, my best special I have going on is the NFL and college football combo. We got them conference games coming up. We got the playoffs coming up soon. So make sure to scoop that up, man. It's only $3.99. That's my special I got going on. And you can go scoop that up at my profile page at Tony'sPicks.com and get this cash, man.
That's right, guys. Yeah, Bo over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great results from Bo. And remember, you can save 15% off that combo pack right now when you got signed up with the Bo's combo pack. You got the remainder of NFL, regular season, and playoffs, as well as all the college football. We got the final regular season week this week, and then we get into the championship Saturday, the playoffs, the bowl games, all covered for you on that combo pack. Great value right now, and save that 50% off right now when we get on board with Bo. Link in the description. You'll find Bo. It's a profile page, and go ahead and get signed up. All right, I got it best bet on the board right now here from NFL. I'm having a great year in the NFL, guys. One of the top unit leads at Tony'sPicks.com NFL. Also have NBA action for you up as well. So get on board with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. And no better time to get that 7-day pass We'll lock you up with my NFL for this week. We got NFL this week here on Monday. 3 games here on Thursday. We got a Black Friday game on Friday this year, as well as the games on Sunday. So lots going on here in the NFL this week with the action here Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Of course, next weekend, Monday night game as well. And of course, all the college football is covered for you as well there as well. So a little bit of action coming up for you tomorrow. And of course, the Thursday standalone game. So guys, get on board. Use that promo code Tony T at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. All right. We got you through the promo. Let's see what the Cappers have over on the Tony's YouTube channel. And we're not just a live show. We have lots of on-demand content for you guys to see. And Rod, what you got over up on the Tony Picks YouTube channel and your plans for the week?
Yeah, and I got all the NHL games covered. So if I didn't go over one of those NHL games, it definitely got you covered here at Tony's Picks. Every game's covered in a video form over there. You can go check it out. You covered on all the hockey this week. I'm definitely looking at we're looking at the college football show, we're looking at the NFL show, and we'll have those for you this week as well. And I'll probably have some more college basketball as well. Start digging into some of those videos, throw some out for you. In college hoops, definitely, as you see, I love college hoops and been doing well. So we get into some of those videos for you as well.
That's right, guys. Check out Rod over at Tony Fix YouTube channel. Bo, what do you got over at Tony Fix YouTube channel and your plans for the week?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna start putting these videos out earlier, guys. I've been kind of slacking on it, but gonna jump back in today. I'm gonna start doing my NFL previews, basketball, NBA, and college, and I'm gonna start doing some hockey in there too, right? And I'm looking forward, man, to the college football show, guys. The NFL show, I will be on that as well. And with it being Monday, go ahead and get that 7-day pass, guys. That way you get everything we put out through Thanksgiving over the weekend. That's probably that best value right now. But definitely looking to upload these videos earlier, guys. So check me out on Tony's Pick, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll greatly appreciate it.
That's right. Like and subscribe. Lots of great content over at TonyFix.com. Lots of Capper contributions. You find Bo and Rod up there with their on-demand content. We're here with you live on the show, Tony's Morning Show. We cover the board for you here for all the major sports every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you lock it in, like and subscribe. And we appreciate that greatly. And by the way, if you happen to miss a show, it's immediately archived on YouTube over on the live tab. Just go to Tony Fix YouTube channel, hit the live tab. You can watch a replay of the show if you want to see it again to get those late picks, because this has a lot of shelf life. So make sure you check us out live on demand. We get a lot of views on demand here, guys, on the archive. So check us out on the live tab, Tony'sPicks.com. All right, that'll do it for the show. We're back again tomorrow here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Before we go, you guys have anything in closing?
Hey, man,
Big week.
Smart, man.
Big week. Let's get it. It's Feast Week extended.
That's right. That's right. Lots going on. A lot of day action here, guys. So make sure you guys make it a great afternoon, evening. We'll wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a great Monday. We're back here tomorrow here on the Tony Morning Show live, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time.